I was always a very positive kid. No matter how tough the times were, I felt like I always had something positive to bring. I really wanted to be in the NBA, I wanted to play basketball. Then I kind of became a realist and realized I probably wasn't going to make the NBA, that I should probably start pursuing other things. So I always felt I was missing something or I could do better. So I was kind of my own worst critic and judging myself quite a bit, but I never told anyone how I felt, how I truly felt. It was very hard for me to express emotions and feelings. And when I was about 12 years old, I started to drink and to use drugs. And I found for me that was a big cover-up. I was able to cover up my emotions and feelings. And I just loved the feeling that the drugs and alcohol gave me, and I just kept wanting more and more and more of it. When I was 16, my best friend committed suicide, and I know that's when my drinking and my drug use really took an increase, and that's when my life really started to turn around, and it took me to a dark, deep place in my life. There was times where it just brought me so low that, I didn't care what happened to me anymore, and I'm not that type of person. I love to be alive. It's amazing, but that's where it took me. It just took me to such a dark, deep place that I felt I had no purpose in life. I felt I was worthless, useless, all these things. I didn't feel the same I did when I was younger. I just felt like I was a physical shell of myself that I had no purpose on this planet, and I really didn't care if I lived or died anymore. I went back out, I was drinking one night, and for some reason when I was drinking, I was pretty out of it, but something told me to call Dallas. And I called him, and he's like, "I'll be right there." And I was at a dirty motel, just sitting there drinking, feeling hopeless, and just to have that person just to come and to believe in me and pray with me, and having him in my corner cheering me on, I think it was that kick in the butt that I really needed to get out of that hole I kept digging myself. And I came to church on a Sunday. I just got out of the hospital for drinking and drug use. And I came to church and the music was playing. I still remember this, as soon as the music started playing, I started crying, and I was like, okay, why am I crying? I'm not one to cry in the first place, and I was just bawling my eyes out. And then after, Dallas took me into a room and prayed for me, and I just felt this unbelievable feeling. It was just such an amazing feeling that I felt. And Dallas just looks at me and says, "It's the Holy Spirit." And ever since that day, I've just felt like I want to get that feeling again. I have that purpose to live again. I have meaning in my life. I don't feel worthless and useless, and I never feel alone either, because I always know that God is always there with me, and I can't even describe how it feels. It's such an amazing feeling, just the huge turnaround that I've had. Looking back 7 months ago, I didn't think I was gonna live to see 28. That's how bad I felt, and just the freedom and the serenity and the inner peace that I have now. It's like God has filled that gaping hole of emptiness in me, and I always tried to find it in bottles and drugs and money and anything, and God's really filled that void right here, and it's just unbelievable.